तुम्हारा कहाँ से हो रहा है? पुणे से ना? अच्छा, क्या है टॉपिक? फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट में प्रोजेक्ट तुमने फाइनेंस से कर रहे हो? मेरा फाइनेंस नहीं, मेरा फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड ही नहीं है शुरू से। मुझे फाइनेंस का सी भी नहीं आता, मतलब कॉमर्स का सी नहीं आता मुझे। मैं इंजीनियरिंग। चालू करूँ? Hello friends, it's a long time. It's a long time I've been here. Again, we are going to start with another topic of the SAP. The same thing what we have learned in the last class. We will start with the same pattern. We will start with the same sorry, the SAP. Here, what we have learned till now, we have learned about the SAP regarding the data structure part. We have learned about the data dictionary. Entirely, we have learned about the SAP programming part. Now we are going to check how to troubleshoot. Troubleshoot in the sense that if we are getting some issue while working on the real time, sometimes we are getting in the issue in the production system. In initial, I have told you there is a three system in the SAP. One is the development system in which we are developing the things. The second is quality system where we are testing, and final is the production system which end user, I mean to say the user is going to test each and every scenario. So we are getting, sometimes we are getting issues in each and every I can say that systems. So most of the time we are getting issue in the production system. So how to troubleshoot that particular system, how to solve the issue, we are going to learn over here. So next. Okay, the objective. What exactly the objective? To understand and get an idea of an ABAP for programming does, and what is the component of ABAP workbench. Workbench we have to check it out. What exactly the component of the workbench? Get to know common statement, understand the ABAP programming logic roughly, and able to do the basic investigation when facing the problem. This is the line where we are going to focus. What exactly the basic investigation, from where the issue has come. Do we write some wrong data? So that's why the issue is, because in the most of the time when we are writing a programming, we are based on some master data in the sense, suppose in the SD side, sales side, if you are writing a wrong billing document, I mean to say invoice, then it will show you the wrong data. So that's why we have to investigate what exactly the issue is there. So we will going to investigate on that. Then introduction, the R3 basis system overview. Basis system is nothing but your hardware side, your administrative side. What is that? ABAP for ABAP overview. Sorry. Where overview component, program, ABAP dictionary, function module, message, transaction codes, etc. We are going to check out. We are going to see the common statement and command where in the ABAP program what we are going to use. Transportation is the main object through which we are sending the data from one system to another system, which we in the SAP term we call TR. TR is nothing but transport. So we are going to checking this thing. Then we are going to check about the type of problem and how to investigate what exactly type of problem we are getting. Just like program back we are getting ABAP runtime error, we are getting update termination, unexpected error message. These kind of error are coming. So how to solve this error, how to start investigation actually, and to reach this point we'll check today. Then there is three basis system. The R3 user, this is the user, these are three users, and basically they are connected with the presentation server. Presentation server in the sense which is in front of them, the screen of the SAP system, which is nothing but a presentation system where they can see the data. The second one is the R3 basis system, where kernel and basis services involved. This is the kernel. Kernel is basically the heart of any system. So here we can see that where ABAP Workbench R3 applications are involved in the kernel basis system. Then we have a database management system. So every in the kernel, you mean to say between presentation and after presentation and kernel server, there is a database management system. In the database management system, we have all the database related with the master data, which directly input through the user. We have, just like in SD, we have a different data, sales data like billing document, invoices, company codes, all the things, sales information. We in the HR side, we have different related with the recruitment, payment, payroll, and all. These are the database in the database management. These are the data we are going to stored. Where is that? Then topics. The ABAP for programming, ABAP dictionary, function module, message, transaction code, and authorization in the ABAP object. Authorization in the ABAP object. See, there is something which we cannot give each and every person. Some payment related, just like if I do not want to that each and everyone can see the salary of each and every employee. So we can restrict those things with only some specific users. I mean to say, if the HR person only can see the salary of each and every employee, I do not want each and every person of the company can see the salary of each and every employee. So what I will do, I will authorize only HR guys, HR employees they can check the salary. This is an example. So this is the way we can authorize the object of an employee. Then these are some I can say that transaction code which we can use over here. SE80 for repository browser, SE11 for dictionary, SE38 for ABAP editor, SE37 for function builder. So you can see that in the ABAP Workbench, these are the repository browser where we can learn these things. Then SE51, SE41 for screen painter, menu painter. Basically, these are the real time. So if I will get sometimes, I will what I will do, I will go through these standard standard transaction code through which you can learn more and more. This is some important thing which I will going to teach over here. See, in the ABAP for programming, we have some programming concept which we are going to learn over here in the ABAP for programming. See, when you are going to create any program, so these things we have to know. SE38 or SE38 is basically the transaction for the ABAP where we are writing the program. See, these are the types of the program. One is a stand for executable program where it will directly execute the program. I stand for include program. Include program, basically it is under any program. While you are writing any program, so you can give some program inside a program which is called include. It cannot be directly run. It can run under this executable program only. Then we have a module pool. Module pool programming basically is working on the basis of the screen. When you are writing some program, then user want interaction with the screen, which is called GUI. So graphical user friend interaction were involved, then we are using a module pool concept. And here basically for a module pool concept, we are using the transaction code SE51. Then we have a function group. Function group in the sense function model. Function model is nothing but a piece of code in which we are giving some just like we are giving some functionality. Just like I can give you an example. If I want that, I want to just like if I want to know the date of 15 August 1947, just like example. So I will write a code. I will write a code and I will give you the directly access with the help of function group. So you will get the directly day of 15 August 1947, like that only. Just like in some company, they want to give a notification for every customer after 30 days, after 15 days that your payment is due and you have to pay the balance amount in next 15 days. So this kind of notification they want to give their customer. So what a developer can do, a developer can write a code according to the requirement of the customer, the notification with the help. So what the customer developer will do, they will develop a function module. With the help of that, they can directly send a message to the customer or notification that due payment has to be paid in next 15 days, like that, any statement. Then we have a subroutine pool, which is a subroutine pool basically which come inside your executable program. It's a piece of code. Basically, it is a piece of code which directly write inside a program with the help of we call that we call that piece of code which directly inside your executable program, and with the help of that you can directly call the subroutine pool inside your program. So in the subroutine pool, basically we are writing different kind of I can say that data module. If you want to write any include, you can sorry, if you want to write any function module or function group, you can write inside a subroutine pool. So basically while you are writing a program, so these things come inside a program only. With the help of that, the process of the program, the program is very neat and clear. So in the future, anyone want to check or anyone want to see the program, so they can easily understand what exactly the program is doing, and with the help of that they can easily understand the flow of the program and the process. Then ABAP dictionary. See, ABAP dictionary, we have learned ABAP dictionary, but still I will revise some part of the ABAP dictionary over here. So the ABAP dictionary have some concept over here. So in the ABAP dictionary we have a view, we have seen the view, we have seen the structure, lock object, search help, domain, data element and table. So in the most of the time we are interacting in the ABAP object, which is database table and the structure, these and data element and domain. These four things is very important from for an ABAPer point of view, because these things we are using in the program itself while writing a program. The function module. See, then the function module, we have seen that basically the function module is a piece of code which is using for transaction SE37. Over here it is an include program first of all. So a special external subroutine include is stored in the central library. Different form normal ABAP routine is clear defined interface. For passing data to and from the function module, the calling program and the call function module have separate work areas. Located at function group, main program start with the SAP XSS can be tested separately in SE37, and a statement of the ABAP to call function module are this. See, basically the function module is nothing but a piece of code. There is either you can use the standard function module which is SAP is providing, and or if you have some customized requirement where you did not find any function module, so you can create your own function module and you can use that function module in your program. Just like I have given you the example just for notification in the previous slide, that I need some notification that each and every 15 days we need to send some notification to the customer regarding the payment. So for that, this is a kind of customizing function model which you will not get, I don't think so you will get in the SAP standard programming. So this kind of scenario where we are not getting any standard functionality, then that time we need to create a customized function model to I can say that to complete the scenario of your customization, to complete the end user requirement. So basically when you are writing a function module, so in the program there is a statement which is called call function. Call function, what exactly it will do? It will fetch your function module in your screen in the function module. So it will fetch your function module in the screen and the function with the call function. Just like if you want to suppose I can give an example. If a person is working in a company and we know his name, just like person name is Rohan or whatever, Ravi. If I don't know that his personal number, personal number is his employee number. I don't know his employee number. So there is a function module, there is a standard function module, a piece of code of programming. With the help of that, you can easily recognize the employee number of that particular name. Just like Ravi, I don't know if I have joined the I am HR and I joined the company, I don't know what is the employee number of the Ravi. So with the help of that particular function module, I will directly run and I will know in the minute time what exactly the employee number of that particular employee. So this kind of functionality has been used in the function module. Then message. See, basically there is a different kind of messages. There are several different type of messages. Warning message, error message, success message, information, abandon message or exit message. So these are different kind of messages what we can deliver at the time of requirement. Suppose a user want that if I'm fetching some data of any invoice or billing invoice. So if I put wrong invoice number, so the message should be pop up that it's a wrong employee number, it's a wrong billing document number. So in this case, they want it show a error message. It show an error message. So it's showing its error message with this sign cross. So so we set a message, we write a code with the help of that. By me to say, user will get the error message if we writing the wrong billing invoice. The same thing, if the user want that I will write a wrong invoice, but I want to continue. If they do not want to stop over there, they want to continue. So we will show the warning message. Basically, a warning message, what it will do? It will do not stop the system. You can continue your work. It will show you only warning message that what you are doing, it is wrong. It depends on you. If you want to continue, you can continue. If you want to stop, you can stop. So warning messages do like working like that. But in error message, it will not. It will stop you on there. You cannot proceed further. If you have done something wrong, your error message has been pop up, and if you have done something wrong, it will not give you the permission to move ahead. Then success message. Success message is saying that whatever you have done, it is successfully updated. So sometimes when we are updating the file or some master data in the sense we are updating some table. See, there is a table we in the ABAP which is sales table just like VBAP and VBRP, where we are updating the invoices. So when we can write the program with the help of that. When all the invoices have been updated in the table, then we can give the success message that your invoices has been successfully uploaded into the table, like that. Then we have an information message. Information message in the sense it is like a warning message, but it will give you the information. That's it, nothing else. Abandon message in the sense it will give you it will stop you for working on that particular area, as well as it will terminate your transaction also. It will come outside automatically, which is called abandon message. Then exit message, it will give you termination and short dump. It will give dump in the sense it's kind of error message or runtime error or whatever the error, it will give the error. Next, transaction codes. Let's see what exactly the transaction code. Transaction code is kind of from 2 to 5 words of code, which is alphanumeric, and with the help of that you can reach any the particular area in the SAP basically. Just like in the dialog transaction flow of sequence of screen FB03. See, in the report transaction start program with type 1, which is an executable program, you can write MCBA. Then we have variant transaction, which is client specific for UPAR, then area menu S001, then parameter transaction OB22. So there is a different kind of transaction. If you want to create your own transaction, then there is a screen which is SE93. With the help of that, you can create your own transaction for any customization. So here we can see that there is different kind of transaction. Basically the transaction in the SAP, we can reach anywhere. If you want to do anything, just like if you want to create an invoice, so there is a transaction VF01. With the help of that you can create an invoice. Then VF02 you can change in the invoice, and in VF03 it is for display of the invoice. So there is an invoice. So if you want to create a customer, we have XK01, XK02, XK03, like the VF01, VF02, VF03. If you want to create a vendor, we have a FK series. So like that we have a different transaction. With the help of that we can understand what exactly the requirement. According to that we have a different kind of transactions. Just like authorization. Then authorization in ABAP programming, I have told you program authorization, what exactly that we have a transaction codes, we have a table maintenance and data browser. See, authorization group is of the field is authorization object. We have a s_develop, which is program development and programming execution, and we have a s_program, which is program maintenance, which basically it is for maintenance. These fields contain the name of the program group that allow user to see. There is a different kind of scenarios in the ABAP itself. We have executive program, we have a scheduled jobs for background processing, we have a maintain programs, we have a maintain variants. Basically, see these two things I will going to tell you what exactly the executable programs. Executable program is a type 1 program which we have seen, in which we can directly execute any report to get the directly output. Why we are requiring the background processing of any job, scheduled job for background? Sometimes what happens in the production, there is a lot in the production system itself, a live system, we can say that there is a lot of data, millions of data. So it is taking time to run the job in the directly mode, I mean to say executable mode. So what we can do, the same program with the F9 button, which is a function key F9, you can directly go to the background processing. In the background processing, that job will run and it will give you the data after 10 or 20 minutes, whatever the time it will take. So at least that job has been running in the background side, so you will get and you can do some other work also. Then we have a maintain program, we are maintaining the program, we have maintained the variants. So when creating a program, you can specify an authorization group as one of the program attributes. This allow you to group together program for the purpose of authorization checking. So what happens? See, when you are creating a transaction code, I mean to say customizing transaction code, so there is a field which is asking for authorization object. See, most of the time whatever in the real time scenario in the SAP, company do not want each and everyone can see the finance data or HR data. So what the company will ask to the implemented developer, that I do not want that each and every field has been I can say that there in the finance side and the HR side, each and every thing can be shown by each and every user. I want that finance data should be authorized for only CA and financial manager, that's it. And in the HR side, I do not want each and every data should be shown by each and every person. So in the HR side, I will authorize HR for only for HR manager and HR vice president, that's it. So what the developer will do, it will authorize those particular data for those particular users. I mean to say for HR, it will authorize for HR manager and HR vice president, and for finance side, it will all authorize for vice president and finance vice president and finance manager. That's it. So any other person will not able to see those data. Then we have authorization of T code. The same way we can authorize the T code also. So what the user will do, it will authorize. There is the authorization check while you creating the any T code. So what it will do, it will authorize the T code as well as we are authorizing some objects. Authorization for displaying or maintaining tables. See, actually what happens, there is a two-way authorization. One, you cannot see at all anything, and second thing, you can only see the display. there is two things. Either you cannot see anything, and secondly you can only see the display or maintaining tables. The object only access control access using a standard table maintenance tool SM31, enhancement table SM30, or the data browser S16, including access of customizing. See, it is what is it asking that? It is asking that there is two way to do the authorization. Once a person cannot open that particular transaction code. Secondly, they can open, but they cannot do anything. They can only display and maintain those tables or those objects, nothing else. The same way it is asking there is a different function module. Just like if I want to maintain that, they have given you example of table. So I am getting the example of table. If they want to maintain the table, there is a transaction SM31. With the help of that, they can maintain the table. If they want to enhance the table maintenance, there is SM30. And for data browser to check I can say the table, there is SE16 or SE11. There is a two transaction. SE16M is also. So including access of authorization, there is object as tabu disk, which is table maintenance. Via standard tools such as SM30, we will check the following fields. Authorization group, there is an authorization group. So in the group, authorization for the table by authorization class according to table TDDAT using SM31. I can understand, might be it will going, you are not able to understand a lot of things over here because we are not doing any practical. We are only learning through slides. So what I can do for you, you can go, there is a in the net you will get saptechnical.com. You can go and you can learn a lot of things over there. saptechnical.com. There they will show you the slides also. They will show you the live, I can say, issues what they are getting. There's a lot of things. So now the activity, how we change, create and display the table maintenance. Then ABAP 4 overview, we have some common statement and command, just like main event and ABAP programming, general ABAP programming event. Then we have a transportation, we'll see over there, and then bugs. So now we start with the event. There is a two event in the ABAP 4 program, which is dialog module and executable program. So there is a different events what we are doing in the ABAP 4 programming. See, events is nothing but same a piece of code. What we are, it's a process for every ABAP system, for every program writing. There is a process. So we can start with the initialization, load of program. Then we have initialization, then start of selection. After initialization, there is a top of page. Then we have a start of selection, the at line selection. There is a lot of events we will see over here. So event in the dialog module first. So there is a three thing we have gone through this: PBO PI, and PBO module chain dialog screen. For different screen, there is a different module. For this is screen 100. Screen 100 for this is the two events. For screen 200, there is a two event. For screen 300 is a two event. Just like PBO and PI, PBO and PA, PBO and PA. So these are the events. PBO is stand for process before output and process after input. So these are the events which we are using in the ABAP 4 dialog module. This is overwritten: process before output and process after input. Then we have a ABAP statement and the keywords. The statement, just like in the ABAP programming, this is the program name. Just like if I give you the simple example, very simple. In the ABAP programming, we have an example ztest. Ztest is a simple example, and we can write the hello world. Hello world. I can say that there is a, if you are going to execute this program, you will get output hello world. The simple way. This is the simplest thing I can teach you from here, because we do not have any live SAP system over where I can write the things and I can show you. Then we have some keywords in the ABAP system, which we'll see over here. We have a declarative keyword, define data types, declare and data objects. We have some modularization keywords. In the event keywords, we have define keywords, control keywords, calling keywords. So start with the declarative, define data types and declare the data objects. So declarative keywords, what what is it is doing when you are writing a program. So there is a, for whatever the constants or data objects you are using, you need to define that data objects in the top of the program. Okay, so we'll start with just like there is a keyword data. In the data you are writing the program data, then just like if you want to define just like I can give you an example. If you want to design some billing document, so there is a field for billing document which is called VBELN. So VBELN type VBELN. It's a kind of defining a keywords. Then we have a modularization where event keyword, just like I have told you, there is a block. Event is nothing but a block of code. It's a representing processing block and proceeds as soon as particular event occurs. Just like when you start a program, it will gone through load a program. Initially it is loading the program, then it will gone to the initialization in the sense it will initialization the screen of the program, then will gone again inside the program. So we are getting a start of selection and all the different kind of events. Then we have a defined keyword over here. So defined processing blocks that are processed as soon as they are called by the explicit statement in ABAP programming or in a screen flow. Basically defined keyword we are using most of the time in model pool, and we are defining the things over there. Then we have a control keywords where we are where we check the control the flow of ABAP programming according to the some condition. Then we have a calling keyword. Calling keyword basically we are using, you can see that call function model which we have seen last in the last slide. The same thing, we are calling keywords we are using. Then expression operation keywords we are using for process the data. See, this is the declarative keywords, how we'll declare the statement, just like types I have shown you. It is a user defined elementary data types and structured data, just like example type surname is type 20 character, it will take 20 character. Type CC stand for character, so it will take 20 character of surname. If it is more than 20 character of some surname, it will give you a dump, it will give you the error. Then data begins of address, it is we are whatever, this is the memory block. I can see you, this is the memory of the in the web program, which is called internal table. So we are declaring the structure or internal table over here. Basically internal table always start with the begin of, so begin of address where address type 10, so it will address number, it will take 10 number of address, not more than 10, which is character. Street is 30 characters, and country is like there is a table T001, land 1 is a field of that table, so it will take directly country from there. So we can see that there is a different table, KNA1 and KNB1. basically, so these are the customer table. And we have a constant basically we define the same, just like we have used over here, name 10 value. If you want, you can give the value also. Then we have, see, you have done this, we can see, just like I have given you an example, there is some events. These are the some events what we are using. I have told you from initialization, it is before selection screen displayed. Then at selection screen, it will do, it will check the selection screen. Then the start of selection. In the start of selection, what we will do, we are writing codes to fetch the data from the master table. We are basically writing SQL query inside a start of selection. Then we have a get table, which is logical. Basically, it is using logical database. Then we have end of selection. We have a top of page, end of page, process and pages started, then process pages end. Then at line selection, when user select line in the list, at user command, when user enter or want to key. When the user is enter something, a user command is printing over here. I mean to the user double clicking or clicking somewhere, so the user command will come. Then we have a modularization keyword, just like form in form, function in function, and module in module. See, I have shown you these things. See, I have shown you these things. Why? Because we can see that the process defined the keyword is statement block. The form and in form. Form and inform is nothing but your program, which is called subroutine. We have seen the subroutine. So form and inform come under the subroutine, where we are writing just like form. I want to write a block for check the customer number. So what I will do, I will write a form. In the form, basically we are writing per form. In the program, actually we are not writing a form, we are writing a per form. For form, we write customer underscore number to check the customer number. I mean, it's a validation of customer number. So when you're going to double click per form, it will directly open one form. Automatically, it will open a form. In the form, you can write, you can validate your customer number. Just like if the customer number start with 1 2 or 1, then only it will process. Like that you can write a code. Then function in function, the same way you can write the function model, what we are using over here. In the function model, just like we are using call function. Call function is nothing but a piece or what we have seen in the last slide. Call function, with the help of that you are fetching the data of the function model. Then we have a model and in model. It is called after the processing your screen. When you process your screen, then there is a after process selection screen. It is coming. Then we can see the built-in function. There is a built-in function. Built-in function in the sense that we have arithmetic functions. You can see over there we have ABS, which is amount, absolute value, x, non-x. Then we have some sign over here, where we can define just like mathematical term. Sin x is equal to 1 if x is greater than 0. Sin x is equal to 0 if x is equal to 0. Minus 1 and is minus less than 0. So this is the mathematics term what we can use in the here. Then we have a cell, which is the smallest integer value, that is not less than x. We have floor, which is largest integer value, it is not greater than x. We have a trunk, integer, that part of x. Franc, decimal part of x. String length, string length. Then we have a select statement, SAP tables versus internal table, loop and in loop, write statement, comment in ABAP, expression and operation in ABAP. We have subroutines over here. So select a statement. Say select a statement is same as we are using the SQL to read what we will do. We will basically, SQL is what we will do. It will fetch the data from the table. The same way we are writing a statement over it, just like select employee number from table. We will write the table name into what we are doing into what I will do, whatever the data I am fetching from the database table. Basically we are storing that data into the our internal table or any variable. So I will store that data into the internal table, and what I will do when I have stored the data into the internal table, but I cannot use directly that table. So what I will do, I will read the table entries or records from the table, and I will return code is stored in the system. What I will do, I will write the read statement. After selecting the data, I will write the read statement. With the help of that, I can read the table from the internal table itself. And we are using a statement called sai sabarsi. Sai sabarsi, basically what it will do, it will correct you. It will give you the confirmation what you that if the data is available in your table or not. If the data is not available in your table, sai sabarsi will give you 4. 4 means your data is not available. Memory said the system has been failed. If it will give you 0, then it will process further. So continue processing, we require sai sabarsi 0. And for what if we are getting some issue or an error, sai sabarsi automatically shown you 4. So 0, you can see the 0 if one or more table entries were retrieved. If the entry has been retrieved or data has been found, then it will show you 0. And 4, if no table entries were retrieved, table is empty or no data match the criteria. See, match the criteria, no data match the criteria in the sense, while we are writing select query, hopefully you know in the SQL we are writing where statement. Where statement, what where statement will do? Where statement will select the desired result from the desired table. I can say that. it will select the desired result from the desired table. So suppose I will write the select query like select employee number from table where location equal to Mumbai. So in the Mumbai, how many employees are there, I will get from that particular selected query. See the select statement for selecting one or more selecting records. Select star. Select star. What it will do? It will fetch all the records. Select star always fetch all records from the database table. So we are writing some condition addition, where condition, order by condition, and order by. So where condition, it will do just like I have given an example, where employee number, where location equal to Mumbai. Then order by primary key. Primary key is nothing but in each and every table there is a one key with the help which is unique key, which is a unique key, that is called a primary key. A primary key, with the help of that we are ordering or sorting the data. Then order by in the sense in which order you want, ascending, descending, like that. Then select the statement for selecting individual column from the table. See, if you want to select the column, then we have a select this the field into H1 H2, it will give you into the table. These are the table and from your database. Then we have a selecting records from selecting single record. If you want to select single record, then you need to use select single star from database table, where condition, you can write the condition with full key. Then we have a select statement excluding duplicates. Sometimes what happens, there is a multiple duplicates entry, multiple entries with the same name. Sometimes what the end user will do, it will type a single data many times. So I do not want each and every duplicate entry will come into my records. So what I will do, I will use select distincts, whatever I want to select into database table from this, or distincts, it will do it. What it will do, it will exclude the duplicate entries over here. Then we have aggregate expression, just like if I want to do average, then we can average from database. Count distincts, we can use count star, max, min, summation into table. So these are the functionality what we can use in the database. Then we have a SAP tables. So this is a two-dimensional matrix description relationship in the database system. We have a table, fields, foreign key, technical settings, and indexes. What we have already learned in the I think in the database. So internal table is an important thing. So it is one way of process large quantities of data. See what internal table will do. Internal table will create a memory inside your ABAP, and whatever the data you are fetching from the database table, it will store that data into their internal memory. So internal table is a dynamic sequential database set in which all records have the same structure and the key. The data is taken from the fixed structure and is stored line by line into the memory. It is taking line by line into the memory. Just like example, this is a database with no header line or header line. See, types begin of T_T001K. This is the internal table declaration. So this is the two fields what I have taken in my internal table. In memory there is only two fields. So with this is the way we can create a structure, and then we writing a database table. So basically while you are writing a database table, we are using IT stands for internal table. So internal table, this type of this structure. Occurs 0, this is a no header line. Okay, occurs 0, basically we are obsolete now, we are not using. Basically it is previously we are using occurs 0. It is fetching the data in your directly on a memory. This is a directly way of fetching the data. Nowadays we are using this concept. So data begin of this occurs 0, the two table, and with header line. That was without header line, this is with header line. Then SAP internal table allow you to get contents of a table and put into the internal table. See, you are selecting the date fields from table into table. This is the internal table what I have told you. So while we are fetching the data from the database table, so where we are going to put that data. So SAP give you the one kind of flexibility. Then you can create your own table, which is nothing but called internal table in the SAP, and you can store those data in that table, which is the internal table, and where condition you can give the condition, whatever the condition you want to give. Then we have a loop command. What exactly the loop command will do? See, sometimes what happens while you are fetching the data from the different table while reading. So if the single read, what it will do, read will read only the single data from the table, but there is a multiple data, number of data. So what I will do, we are using the loop command. So loop command, what it will do, if there is 1,000 records, so loop will run 1,000 times, and each time it will run the records. So to perform looping operation in the flow logic, four kinds of loop: conditional, unconditional loop using a do statement. There is a do statement. So do in do, we have to use do in do. If do, then you have to write times, how many times you want to run the loop. Then we have a conditional loop while using while statement. Though we are using while or in while statement, loops through internal table and extract data sets from the loop statement. Loop through database from the loop through data sets from database table using select statement. So loop through data sets from the database table using, we are using select and select statement also for fetching the data. So do command, see, do in do, n number of times, how many times you want, you can write over here, you can write your statement, then in do, psi index we can do. Then we while statement, while and end while, you can give your expression while just like employee equal to 1, whatever, then statement and end while is the same way. See, while counter is greater than 0, then subtract 1 from the counter and while it is running in the loop. Then loop command, simple loop command, it will, what it will do, how many data in your internal table, it will write entire data in your internal table, whatever the BW key, with the help of BW key. Simple. This is a simple write statement. The basic ABAP statement displaying data in the screen. Simple write statement you can write like that. Then we have a write command. Option behind the write statement is for informating options. Example, no zero, no sign, no grouping, DD, MM, YY, which is date, month and year. We have a left justified, center, right justified. The most commonly used points, currency. Basically we are using currency also with the write statement to treat the contents of the field as a currency amount with W as a currency key. Just like if I want to, sometimes what happens, if I want to display some other currency. So see, in what happens in India, just like we are writing in rupee 9,000 if I want to write, so we are using 9,000. So it is rupees, but if you want to write the same amount in some other country, just like in US, or I can give you the example of Taiwan. In the Taiwan, what happens, while their comma is different, I mean to say they are using something different way. So what I need to do while writing, so the amount we need to move with the help of write command to that particular currency. So we have to write here currency TWD. TWD is Taiwan currency key. So we have to write on that way. Okay, we have to write on that way. We have a decimals. The same way we can to determine the number of decimal, we can write how many decimal we required, how many after how many zeros we require a decimal, 0.00 or point only 0, like that. We have a unit format. The format of value according to the unit is specified in the field U contains. So basically we are writing U with the help of U field. We are writing this command. Then we have a write command example, just like a write, simple write, then write. This is the with the help of that, just like DMBTR is a currency key, field, currency, this is the currency name. Then we have a right justified, left justified, in which way you want, just like in the simple, in the word while we are writing, we are using left justified and right justified, the same way you can use over here. Then we have a comment. Basically what happened in the ABAP programming, while writing any code, basically what we are doing, we are writing some initially comment. Comment in the sense we are using star in the star at the starting point. In the left justified side we are using a star. In the star what happened, it will comment that line, it will not execute that line. Basically why we are writing the comment we are writing to understand what we are doing over there. Just like if I'm looping one table for what, for fetching the data from for an employee. So I will write comment over there that we are looping this table to fetch the data for the employee Mumbai or for the employee Delhi. So we are writing like that. So it is written between a statement of the ABAP program to explain its purpose to reader for internal documentation. Basically it's a documentation, become documentation, helps to understand and change the program, flagged by special character asterisk, entire line to be the comment, and double quotes also we are using. Double quotes if you want to use, you can use right justified side, and you can comment the line which is ignored by the system. So system will not execute that line. System basically ignored that line and it will move ahead. Then we have a comment example, just like write says order number to the screen. So what I will do is I will star. So this statement has been not be executed by the program, it will ignored by the system. But for understanding myself and for understanding someone else, we are writing a star over here. So what it will do, it will write sales order, and it will sales order and sales order number. So it will say write the sales order number only. It will not show you these part in the output. It will only show these part in the output. So basically that part is for my understanding or someone else understanding what we have done over there. Then expression and operation. This is a relational. There is some operation what we are using of expressions. This is like relational operation, string or comparison, logical comparison, if case statement, exit and continue statement. So there is a different kind of a statement we'll see over here. So relational operator. Relation operator in the sense it will give you the relation between the two numbers or two different objects or two different I can say constant or whatever. So there is the equal object. So we can write equal this way. This is the equal object, or it is meant to equal to. This is a any not equal. Any stand for not. So there is a three way you can write the equal operation. Two way. Either you can write EQ. Either you can this expression. Either so not equal to. Either you can write any. This is the also way not equal to. This is also way. So this is greater than. This is also greater than. Greater than equal to. This is greater than equal to. So less than equal to. This is the way less than equal to. Then between F1 and F2. So we have to write. There is a. I want to know how many employees between 1 and 10. So between we are using. So is initial value to find out the initial value of that particular object. Then string comparison. See comparison also we can use in the ABAP system. So there is only we can use the F1 and CO F2. CO is stand for contains only. So contains only, what it will do, it will check just like contains only character from F2. It will check if I write account number this like account CO this, it will fetch only those data which have a this under this account number. If any account number will contain 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, fetch those data like that. So this is the then CA contains any, then CS contains string the same way. Then we have a contains pattern. If any pattern will come like this star B plus D star, so it will fetch the data. So this is the way we can do. Then we have a logical operation. Logical operation in the sense and or not. So there is a three logical operator basically we are using over here, and or not. See, and or not. So the counter. Counter is greater than 0. Counter greater than 0, and in the sense these two operator, these two expression has to be complete, then only it will has to be, I mean to say satisfied, then only it will go ahead. If suppose counter is greater than 0 but flag is not initial, then it will not go ahead. So AND operator basically use that both the condition has to be satisfied. And flag 1 not equal to space, or flag 2 not equal to space. Any space for not, any stand for not equal to, what we have seen over there. One second. Any stand for not equal to what I have shown you. So here you can see that flag 1 not equal to space or flag 2 not equal to space. So in this condition, any one condition will satisfy either this or this. So it will complete the solution. It will go ahead. Then we have a counter statement and counter between 0 and 100. So 0 and 100, we can see that counter if between 0 and 100, then only it will go ahead. Then we have a counter equal to 0 and not. See here I can show you that they have used or statement and or and. So in these condition or has to satisfy, in between two one condition has to satisfy, and counter between 0 and 100. So these all apart, so in this condition one condition has to be satisfied, or after and, so these condition, entire condition has to be satisfied. Then I have a counter equal to 0 and not flag. So counter equal to 0, this has to be satisfied, and means this condition also has to be satisfied, then only it will go ahead, otherwise it will give you dump. Then we have a if statement. If statement is a logical expression statement. So while simple C programming, we have seen that we are writing if condition. So the same way we are writing if condition with the in between a statement. So we can use if, else, and if. See, in the C programming, basically we are not using end if, but here we are writing if and if also. So every expression has to be concluded with end. So if, then we can write else. If this condition is satisfied, else this. So if it is not satisfied over here, so it will come over here. If, just like example, if Mumbai is in India, if it is satisfied, then it is come over here. If it is not, then it will come into the another statement. It will complete the statement. Then we have if, else if, else if, else if. So you can see that first it will satisfy this condition, then it will come to else if. If it satisfy this condition also, then it will not come again. It will go to the out. If these all condition is not satisfied, then it will come to the else in statement, and it will satisfy that statement and then complete the sentence. Then we have a case statement. Case statement, what it will do, execute different blocks. So you can see that execute different statement blocks depending on content of a particular data field. So you can see that case field when value case, you have to write something over here, the field which is using, just like case. So employee, suppose employee when employee number, you can write case employee number when 1 statement you have to write, when 2 statement, when 3, when 4, like that you have to write the statement between a case or end case. Then we have a next check statement. What it will do, check basically it's like within a loop we can use, terminate the loop. If we are writing inside a loop, so check within a loop structure, like why counter is greater than 0, we can write some statement over here, and check flag not equal to state, then we can write it over here. Because we are using while, so we have to use end while statement also to satisfy the condition. And we have a check outside loop structure. You can see that we have a check outside loop structure. There is a two statement, check inside a loop and check outside the loop. The check outside the loop structure statement, we have a check condition in which we are seeing if the check is not satisfied, it came outside. So we have till now, I am stopping over here. We have till now gone till the check. So still we have some slides in which we are learning under statement and the keywords, which is very important while writing the ABAP programming or logic. So I'm requesting you at least go till here, so at least you understand what we have learned till now. And in the further classes we are going to conclude other things, just like other loops, other statements we will learn over there, and we will try to complete it in the June month itself. And I will try to manage somewhere how, if I can show you the exactly I can say that SAP, what exactly how it is look like, what is the features, I mean to say live, some live, if I can arrange from somewhere, I will try to manage that also, so that at least you guys can understand how the SAP work, what exactly the T codes, so how to write a program, and what exactly the data dictionary. Till now what we have learned, we can gone through over there, we can check it out each and everything. so that you can feel and you can understand those things also, because I understand in the SAP theory part, apart from the theory part, practical is very much important.